Brenda, you mentioned this piece about inflammation really being on your mind as something you're concerned about in your joints specifically. Tell me more about it.
Well, it seems like pretty often when I wake up in the morning, it's painful when I get out of bed. And this is kind of new to me that it hasn't happened before, I would say like maybe in the past year. And yeah, I was thinking, when I look at my diet and I think about the things that I eat, sometimes, a lot of times, I notice that I like to pick things that are sugary. And I was thinking that that might be causing part of my inflammation.
Yeah.
And so I was considering maybe cutting back on my sugar to see if maybe that would help my joints not ache so much in the morning.
Yeah. So you're noticing specifically in the morning,
yes,
your joints aching, and you had heard sugar might be a part of that puzzle, and you were just kind of curious to run an experiment on yourself, which it's always good to play around with things. I'm curious where you heard or about the sugar piece being part of that.
Well, I guess I'm not really sure. I must have heard it on YouTube or something. You know what? I honestly don't remember where I heard it. I just remember when I did hear it, I applied it to myself and was like, yeah, that might be an issue.
Yeah, I get the feeling you're not currently happy with sort of how much sugar you're consuming, and so you took a look at yourself and you're like, oh, maybe that's a piece of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'd say you're not alone in getting that information. I've heard it from other clients also. Yeah. So when it comes to that specific piece of information about the connection between sugar and inflammation and joints, I have some more information to add to what you've heard, and I'm wondering if it would be okay to share it.
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay.
I would love your perspective.
Okay, great.
On that.
And what I have to share is a little different from what you've heard, and I just want you to hear that what you do with this information is totally up to you, but just wanted to add it to the pieces of the puzzle as you're figuring out how to best care for yourself. So inflammation is pretty complex, and of course there could be, osteoarthritis, or it could just be, working that joint too hard the day before. Like, it can be the weather. Like, there can be so many pieces at play, and sometimes it's really hard to narrow it down. When it comes to nutrition, what I've learned as a dietitian is it's more about what you add to your diet versus what you take out. So there are certain foods that actually can reduce inflammation, and those are like fruits and vegetables, and then omega-3 fatty acids, which you can do with like more fish or through a supplement. But those tend to be the types of foods and nutrients we think of when we think of reducing inflammation. It's more about what you add in. What do you think about that information?
I think that's really interesting.